What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. You shouldn't let your friends use it either. It's Sunday. We are going to be taking a look at the week in wrestling with the big guy Jeremy, the illegal brother-in-law Joe. We are back this week. Everybody's been sick. Jeremy's been sick. Illegal brother-in-law Joe's been sick. Jeremy's wife, Joe's sister, sick. Everybody's sick. It's like the bubonic plague around this studio. Stan was sick, but he was gambling sick. He lost a bunch of money on the UFC card last night. He thought Ian Gary was gonna lose his zero. He thought he was gonna finally taste defeat. That didn't happen. Got new champs in the UFC. And yeah, I think Stan lost like $1,000, something crazy like that. He likes to gamble. He's a gambling man. Illegal brother-in-law Joe getting ready to come in here. See if I can get him in. Joe, you there? Joe.
Hey.
All right. I can hear you. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
It's been a crazy week, but I'm doing all right.
Finally,
Yeah.
the mark has come back to the podcast.
It's like I ain't seen you like over a week. What happened?
Everyone's sick, Joe.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You were sick.
I blame your other half and the white sister. That's all I can say.
That's ridiculous. How you gonna blame Joe?
Yeah.
None of us. You never see anybody.
I know, but all I can say is this: I feel like ever since I touched that little crate outside that house, I touched it. I should have washed my hands afterwards. Yeah, you know, that's what happened.
You're gonna blame the delivery box?
I'm gonna blame the delivery box. Yeah.
Well, the big guy's gonna say that's what you get for trying to surprise him with gifts.
I still blame.
He's gonna say that's entirely your fault.
It's cool if he does. Then I know where it came from. Then I know I can sue somebody. Thanks, get extra money. Thank you. Later.
That's never gonna pan out right.
I know, but it's about to count. But yeah. Yesterday, I don't know what to tell you. It was like I went to the barber shop. I was cool. I was straight. Then, like a little bit after you about to get done, I just felt like, woo, like I need to run to the bathroom real fast. He was cool with it. I came out. Oh man, I was like dripping and sweat and everything. Woo. He turned the fan on. He had a fan in there. He turned it on. I started cooling off and everything. Then I'm gonna say maybe about a minute. He started cutting. He started talking. He said something. I don't remember what he said, but then like my right eye, I saw like some flashing lights. Like it just started flashing. Then boom, I woke up. I hear him on the phone talking to 911. I see him pull up out front. I'm like, oh damn. Woo. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you just passed out?
I passed out. I don't know what happened. I can't tell you what happened. I just seen a little flashing light like in my right eye. On my left eye, I could see what's going on. Then boom, that was it.
That's scary.
They came in. They checked my vitals and everything. They said I was fine. They said, "You want to go to the hospital?" I'm like, "No." I felt good. They gave me some water. I felt good. Lucky McDonald's was right across the street, so I'm like, gonna go get breakfast, go home. Me and the kiddo was with me. That's the sad part. The kiddo was with me. But she heard everything. She repeating everything. Like, Daddy wasn't resuscitating. Daddy wasn't breathing. I'm like, girl, I'm like, I'm alive, girl. Daddy,
she
unresponsive.
thought you were done for, huh?
Because he said I was unresponsive. So she's like, Daddy, unresponsive. Daddy was unresponsive. I'm like, I'm good. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We got back. I passed out on the bed. I fell asleep. Luckily, she had the iPad, so she called my dad. I heard her talking. She's like, "Dad, he's sleeping. He's sleeping. Jump on her." She jumped on me. I didn't even feel it, but I knew she jumped on me. I didn't feel it. I was like, I'm out. And I woke up. I was fine. Shoot, I woke up fine. Woo-hoo.
That's great. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah,
That's a scary situation right there.
I know. It was like, ooh, I didn't want to go to the hospital, but I felt fine. Drove home. Felt fine.
That's crazy that you drove home.
I drove home. Yeah, I drove. I left. I was fine. I was good. Luckily, I was like a 3 minute drive away from home, so I'm good. Like 3 5 minute drive away from home, so I'm good. Like,
Still scary.
I know.
Well, with that, Joe, I'm going to plug my sponsors really quick before I get Jeremy in here so he doesn't know that I'm doing this. But F word 15, you can say 15%, licorice.com. Valentine's Day's over with, but it's never a bad time for a licorice, Joe. They got all the good stuff. They got the Australian black, the Australian red, the sour things, stuff that's like it tastes like good and plenty's.
I believe it.
I'm gonna bring you over some.
Oh, thank you. Just maybe not right now, but maybe like the middle of the week. Maybe like
Later.
Yeah, later.
And big shout out to Rare Breed Coffee. Drink Rare Breed on Instagram. They have delicious coffee. They had tons of different deals going on. You can get subscription coffee and just keep mailing coffee to your house. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Cool.
Maybe I'll be back for Wrestler of the Week, Joe.
Okay. Here's the thing. I forgot who I had last week, so yeah.
That's all right. Last week's over with. We got to keep moving forward.
Okay, cool. Oh. By the way, I got somebody different this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I just don't like.
I will be interested to find out who that is.
I just don't like the name. That's all I can say.
That's weird. All right, I'll be back for that. Hey, Jeremy, get in here. Time to do the show, bud. Mark the monster. I want to go operate the camera, do all that stuff, and I'll be back in a little bit, maybe.
All righty.
Joe, I'm glad you're doing okay, bud.
All right. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Tune in tomorrow. Big guy's going to be interviewing Dwayne Crespa, number 2 ranked power slap heavyweight. He'll be on tomorrow, 7 p.m. right here live on Instagram. You don't catch it live on Instagram, as always, Spotify, Rumble, YouTube, all those places. Don't say the F word. That's right. That's us.
There you go.
Joe.
Yeah.
What's going on, my friend?
It's a lovely, sick week. That's all.
Dude, before we get into anything, I just want to say, I can't believe how sick I've been for the past week. More than a week, I guess.
From what the White Sister said, I think it happened last Saturday.
Yeah. I started feeling sick last Saturday. Then I didn't even get out of bed on Sunday.
I know that's what she started texting me early that morning, like, what? Like, then I started putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, you're right. Something must be wrong because normally him and my dad be the first one to text me early in the morning. I ain't heard nothing from him. I said, you're right.
Dude, yeah. You know me, man. I get up early and I start doing shit. You know, I wear stuff for the pot, whatever it may be. I get up and start doing shit early. And I woke up early last Sunday morning and I felt miserable. And dude, it just got worse. And I don't remember leaving the bed on Sunday. I may have and gone to the couch, but then I was sick Monday. We had to reschedule with Austin, no doubt Trout, BKFC welterweight champ. So we'll get that rescheduled. I apologize. I was looking forward to that.
We'll get it rescheduled. He'll be back on. It'll be his third time on the show, so we'll get that to happen. But yeah, man, it's been a miserable week. Like I got, it just, I don't know. I don't understand what this sickness is, but it's kicked my ass for sure. It's doing a number on your sister too. And look how long my hair is. I didn't go to the barber shop like you. My hair's a mess. My beard's a mess.
All I'm saying, I was fine going to the barbershop. I got in there. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, woo. It just like, woo. Like, I felt lightheaded and bam. That was it.
I mean, I don't know that I've ever been sick for like this long continuously. Like, and certainly to this severity where I just feel like I'm definitely improved. I'm definitely feeling better than I was a week ago. But man, I still feel like ass. We missed
Yeah.
the opportunity to talk about the press conference.
Yeah. I
The
would take
kickoff.
I still talk to you about it, though. I still talk to you about it, even though you was not 100% you. But hey, I still talk to you about it.
So what was your opinion of the kickoff show? Before we get to everything that's happened, what was your opinion of the WrestleMania kickoff?
It was good. It was decent. They made it more better than the big announcement like Tony Khan would do. The big announcement.
Everything's better than Tony Khan's big announcements, man.
Yeah. I like how they were like planting some seeds on the matches that's going to happen at WrestleMania. I like that part.
Right.
I like the fact that how they wanted to be the Rock versus Roman. How Roman got to choose who he faces since Cody didn't say who it was. Then that's when Cody came out and said, "Whoa, I'm going to fight you at WrestleMania." Then he dogged his family. And then, that's when The Rock, when you talk about his family, you're talking about mine. So, shouldn't did that.
I definitely thought that was an interesting way to go. I do think that kickoff show did exactly what it was intended to do. And that was hook the lapsed wrestling fan, the person who hasn't been watching regularly, the person who maybe hasn't watched since maybe even the Attitude Era, right? And I say that because they did that kickoff show, and first person I heard from was our boy, Steroid Steve. That had him hooked. And then I even got a response from him after The Rock was on SmackDown.
There you go.
And we'll get into that in a bit, but yeah, I think that the kickoff show, what I liked about it was I I think I messaged you this. That I think that was the most pro wrestling thing WWE has done in like a really long time. By which I mean it wasn't sports entertainment. It felt very pro wrestling. It wasn't polished. It wasn't super scripted and dialed into the most minute detail. It was kind of a shit show. And that's what I like. I like when pro wrestling's kind of a shit show.
And another good thing about it, if you watch every single one of the press conference with Bianca, Becky, Charlotte, all of them, they all had good things to say that kept you not want to walk away from the channel, like not want to turn it. They said things that kept you tuned in to what they had to say.
Yeah, they really, really did. They kept you. It kept you hooked. It didn't. It was engaging enough to bring everybody up to speed for the road to WrestleMania. So if you were just tuning in for Rock Roman on the kickoff show, they did enough to reintroduce you to the product, let you know what this ride was gonna be like, but not give away every hill, every twist, every turn. So if you were that lapsed fan who hasn't been around for a little bit, I think they did enough to pull you in where you don't feel like you've been left behind and you're going to have a million questions and not know what the hell is going on. I think they did a good job doing that.
And one more thing, I think they did good at. I think did good with announcing Big E and CM Punk about their injuries and letting them know the future. And I really think this is it for Big E. I think Big E can't wrestle no more. I think
You think he's done?
I think he's done. I think they're just trying to see how he do with commentary and all that good stuff because they don't want to see him go. But I think Big E, I like Big E. He's a good guy. Thank God he had all that body muscles on him. But I think this is it.
I I selfishly hope that it's not it for Big E. I'm a really big Big E fan, but I I think that it maybe for his health it may not be a thing for him to be out there taking bumps, but I do think there's a lot of value in Big E in the world of pro wrestling. I think he's a good I think he could be a good commentator, very enjoyable guy. I could even see him doing a managerial type spot. Um, don't know who you give him, but maybe someone who we haven't even been introduced to yet. Maybe he could do some commentary here and there and eventually work his way into being a great manager. He's a very entertaining guy, very charismatic. He's a polarizing person.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think for a good health reason, I think this is it. I think Big E, he'll be with WWE, but probably backstage doing something. But no more. Maybe be a referee too. He could probably be a ref. That'll probably be doing good too. Just so he still had that feel in the ring.
You think you could see Big E as a ref?
I can see, yeah, Big E as a ref. Why not? Like, as long as they just slap him on the chest, get in his face, hey, it can work out perfect for him.
I guess I could see that. You know, from the last week's show, we didn't get a chance to deliver our wrestlers of the week for last week.
Yeah.
But that would have been brought to you guys by licorice.com and Rare Breed Coffee would have brought you our wrestlers of the week last week. My wrestler of the week last week was CM Punk.
Oh, really?
Sure was. He was hilarious. Like you said, him and Big E doing the commentary with their injury was great, but he was such a shit stirrer, and all the things he was saying was just had me literally laughing while watching. Like, this is just great because so much of it was, if you knew kind of shit, and it was just hilarious. Him talking about needing to punch people in the face. It was funny,
Okay.
but I thought that was really good. Then as we come into this week, we had Raw. We had the Seth and Cody promo.
That was good.
I thought that was really good. Seth kind of laying out a little bit of the
I don't like
history of him with Roman.
I just don't like
Leads me to
like
have some
you.
questions.
Like what?
You know, I just kind of can't help but wonder if Seth turns on Cody.
Look at it this way. I don't like you, but I'll have your back if you facing my arch rival.
Yeah,
They got
and I get that on the surface, but I I think he dropped some things there talking about like part of who Roman is his fault. Is he gonna let Cody kill his monster, or does he want to do that himself?
it could go either way. I think
Opens up a lot of possibilities, man. It really does.
I mean
Um,
I see like I said, Cody could be in the back to back. They would win that title. Just saying.
um, let me ask your opinion. Do you think it was the right call from WWE to switch gears and go back to, well, I guess let me ask you this. Do you think there was really a plan to do Rock Roman and not do Cody Roman at WrestleMania? Do you think that was the plan whenever Cody brought out The Rock and was going to give The Rock Roman at Mania? Do you think that was legit? Everything says it was, that was the plan. Rock took this spot on the board because part of the deal was he got to face Roman at WrestleMania, and then Triple H still went ahead with having Cody win the Rumble. Do you think that it was the right call to go back to Cody versus Roman?
Like I said a couple weeks ago, I think it's gonna be Roman facing both nights. He's gonna fight Saturday night, probably gonna be The Rock. Sunday night gonna be Cody. I think that's what they're doing.
You think we're still going to get Roman and Rock one on
I
one?
think one on one. I think something.
Really?
I just feel like it's weird feeling, but I think it's gonna go down because, like they said, well, I understand why they made double changes, like weird changes at the last minute because everything got leaked out. So Triple H really hates when stuff get leaked out, so he be a super G his mind and try to fix it and make everybody think something else is up. So I think this is gonna be the first WrestleMania where Roman defends that title both days, back to back.
Really?
Yes.
So I don't think that happens.
I think it's gonna happen.
Your sister thinks tag match. She thinks it'll be Cody and Seth versus Roman and Rock. I could see that maybe. Instead of having Rocky try and do a one-on-one match.
Don't forget. SmackDown is now pre-taped, so you can think about this. What if this Friday coming up, this last night, well, Friday night, Roman said he will be at the Elimination Chamber. So this Friday, bam, they throw down the line, the Rock versus Cody, Seth at the Chamber. Instead of
I don't know. Have you looked at any of the spoilers from the taping of SmackDown? I haven't looked at any. I generally don't do that.
ain't came out yet. It don't come out till like I think Tuesday, because Tuesday they tape it, then they take like what?
I thought they taped it Friday night.
No, I think they're doing it Tuesday because it takes like 3 days or so to get to Australia. I think it is something like that.
Oh, I thought they taped. I thought they did 2 episodes of SmackDown on Friday night for TV.
No, Monday Raw, Tuesday SmackDown. So Tuesday you'll get the where they at.
Oh shit! I thought they did it all Friday night. Huh?
No.
I don't think they'll do that. I don't think Roman's going to Australia. I don't think Rocky's going to Australia. Part of me kind of wonders if that the whole idea that it was going to be The Rock was never really going to happen. If it was, if that was a work to get us to think it was going to take place to rile people up. But then I don't know. I think they did it got everyone wanting Cody. I think they just didn't expect everyone to turn on The Rock. But they did a pivot, and now we have heel Rock. And the heel Rock we got Friday night, I struggle with a little bit.
Not the 90s version of Rock, you remember. The heel Rock version, you remember.
No, it's what I remember. It is.
Nah.
You know, I I laughed at the Versace vests. I thought it was a funny throwback. Um, my struggle is with the heel rock that we have. Well, at least that we were given Friday night. That doesn't necessarily mean that's how he's going to play this heel role.
Yeah.
Um, dude, I just don't think it fits. Like, I don't think it fits with the product today. Um, I certainly don't think he fits with the bloodline, like, at all. And maybe that's the story. Maybe that's kind of where we go with it because there's a stark contrast between the Rock that we got on Friday night, this new throwback heel version of the Rock, very opposite of the heel that Roman and the Bloodline are. Roman's super chill. Like, chill Roman's the best Roman. He doesn't have to run down the crowd. He doesn't have to go for the cheap heat heel shit of dogging the local sports teams or, you know, belittling the fans. Roman's literally levels above that in being a heel. And what Dwayne did was very much things from the past, right?
Well, the 2003 Hollywood Rock. Hollywood
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
But 21 years have passed since then. Are we still operating in a world where I don't think we needed The Rock calling the crowd trailer park trash.
Well, look at it this way. You want to believe The Rock and the Bloodline is technically kind of like a heel, but a good heel that everybody likes. So if you want to get The Rock stirred up and everything, you got to turn be a heel. And the best way to turn him to be a heel was at that press conference when he slapped Cody in the face.
Yeah. So that heel that we had at the press conference was very different than the heel that showed up on SmackDown. So I would have thought we would have gotten a little bit more of that ingrained in reality heel Rock of I'm on the board, I call the shots. Not you, Hunter. Not you, Adam Pearce. Not you, Nick Aldis. You guys don't call the shots. I sit on the board of TKO. I call the shots. That heel Rock would have fit into this product. Now, we may still get elements of that. The Versace vest and all the old heel antics of The Rock could have just been for that first night on SmackDown to, hey, listen, just to establish, I'm a heel now. I'm going to play the heel. Let's go on this ride. Which, okay, I'm cool with. If we're going to get 6 weeks of television of The Rock in the ring calling the audience trailer park trash and calling people fat in the crowd, I think he's going to damage his image because The Rock brings with him a fan base that doesn't necessarily understand the work that is pro wrestling. And you look at the comments on a lot of these pages, sharing the stuff about The Rock turning heel and all the things that he said. People in the comments are like, I can't believe you would be like this. I thought you were such a nice guy. And it's non-wrestling fans feeling this way because wrestling fans get that it's work. You know, we know that he's doing the job. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I think his fans, though, come from Hollywood and all the other things that he's done, and I don't think they're getting that this isn't who he is. This is the character he's playing. So I think he's gonna have to not go so hard in the paint of Hollywood heel rock.
But he got to. He got to.
You think he has to?
I mean, if you want the crowd to hate you because you slapped Cody, you gotta get every single fan you had, the millions and billions of fans, to turn against you till WrestleMania, and then at WrestleMania,
They're there. They're gonna boo him. Wrestling fans, WWE fans will play along. They'll pop at the music, which I bet they're gonna change his theme.
yeah, I heard that.
But they'll pop when they're supposed to pop. They'll boo when they're supposed to boo. I just think that throwback to the Attitude Era doesn't fit the product anymore. Like your sister said, it gave her the ick, the way the Rock was behaving, and I can totally understand it. Steroid Steve called me, and he was just whew, blown away, man. He was so happy to have juiced up '90s heel Rock talking shit to the fans and all this stuff. And it was like, you know what? That hooked the fan base they were looking to hook. It hooked the lapsed fan. It hooked the people who want their heels in pro wrestling to simply be simple.
Yeah.
That's simple heel work. No layers to it. It's not dynamic. It's very simple. I'm going to talk shit about the local sports team. I'm going to run down the crowd. And I'm going to run down the babyface. Very simple. That's pro wrestling. But I think we're beyond that now. I think. Are we?
Nah.
Because
we just get
Roman's not that. Roman's not that kind of heel. Roman's just like Roman's possibly one of the best heels ever in pro wrestling. This Roman Reigns. Because he doesn't have to do the cheap shit. All he has to do is go out there and just always win. Always be better than everybody. And he's the best heel. It's like Ric Flair.
Hey, I show up 10 times and I still make 10 times more than you.
Yeah. Yeah, like that shit was like, that's perfect heel Roman work. Whereas The Rock is very animated over the top. And maybe, like I said, maybe that's the contrast we keep. Because we still have to get The Rock versus Roman. And maybe we get there a different way. You know, everyone's talking about how he put the L up instead of the 1.
Yeah.
How whenever he said he's going to do anything in his power to make sure that you are the loser that I know you are. And the camera angle cut. And it looked like he was pointing at Roman Reigns. Maybe The Rock turns on Roman.
There is one more spoiler I heard.
What'd you hear?
Apparently, that sometime this summer, if it doesn't happen at Mania, sometime at whatever pay-per-view this summer, I don't know which one, but it could be Rock versus Roman for the title.
Do you think Cody Rhodes loses at WrestleMania?
I still stand by my word. Yes. I think he's gonna lose to Roman, stay on SmackDown, and beat whoever. If it's Damian Priest or Seth, because Damian Priest got cashed in. He got till July 1st. July 1st. They said it July 1st.
I think there's a strong probability that Cody Rhodes loses again at WrestleMania. I think we do get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, but not WrestleMania 40. I think we'll get it next year at WrestleMania 41. I think they'll do that WrestleMania in Vegas, and I think we'll do Rock Roman in Vegas. I think this, if I had the pencil and I was working on this story right where we're at, I would work on the Bloodline getting very annoyed with The Rock. And I wouldn't change how the Bloodline operates, how they do things, their whole demeanor. And let The Rock, if you're going to do this over-the-top heel Rock, I would have Roman start getting very annoyed with The Rock's ego, and I would, in time, have the Bloodline turn on The Rock.
So
That
Jay goes to
eventually
Solo.
Roman says, you know what, he's got to go. He doesn't fit. He thinks he's the tribal chief, and he's not. You know, do the backstage segments where Roman's, sitting center screen. Rock has his feet up on Roman's table. Have the Rock getting into the vehicle ahead of Roman. Just these little things where it's like he's trying to big brother Roman Reigns, and eventually Roman just snaps and has Solo take him out.
Like he did with Farouk, always cutting them off in the intros and everything.
Yep, build the same way. Like we've already told this story once. Let's tell this story again. Um, I think that's how you do it, right? Like, can you think of a better way to do it?
No, not really. Yeah.
I think that we're going to see the bloodline grow. I think Jacob Fatu is on his way. He got put in a body bag at MLW over the weekend, so I think he may be gone from MLW. Zilla did just return to ROW with Booker T, but I think that's a quick little direct path right to WWE. But I think that there's something to be told there with that. So, I mean, if you have those guys coming in, you could easily split the bloodline in two. And that gives us our bloodline civil war at War Games.
What about Jay?
You would have Jay side with The Rock. He's not going back to Roman. He's not gonna do it.
Okay.
And that's a story you can keep telling too, where Rocky's trying to mend the fence between him and Roman as Roman's getting more annoyed with The Rock, and The Rock's trying to bring Jay back into the fold, and then you can start sprinkling in Jacob and Zilla, and have a whole different set. You can split the bloodline off. When you keep telling this bloodline story, you can milk another year, which is unbelievable.
You know the funny thing about it? You might not believe, you might hate me for saying this, but even Jim Cornette says the bloodline is the best thing going in WWE right now.
It's the best thing going in pro wrestling, and it has been. I thought maybe this was like WrestleMania 40 was the time to end it, but if you can keep The Rock for a couple times a year to get to WrestleMania 41, Roman versus Rock in Las Vegas, you can keep telling this bloodline story, man. There's still more pages. You can still keep writing the story.
If it does happen, all I can say is this. If it happens next year, this will be Roman's 9th headline pay-per-view at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And, I mean, if we can get to next year, Roman then erases Hogan. Well, doesn't erase Hogan, but he surpasses Hogan's reign.
Yeah.
I don't. There's been moments where I thought that's the route we were going. I don't know if The Rock would want to do that. I don't know if Hunter would necessarily want to do that. You know
what?
Triple H has said before he didn't think that Taker's streak should have ever ended.
That's different. I think the streak is different than breaking records. The streak is way different. But you know what's crazy? What if when Roman signed that new contract back in 3 years ago, whatever, what was in that contract that he passed Hogan's title reign, and then after he passed it, he drops the belt and just leaves?
I wouldn't think so. Just because I wouldn't think that Roman would care that much about that.
But you got to think, at the time, Vinnie Mac was in charge, and Vinnie Mac would make anything possible happen to keep somebody around. And he probably said, what if Roman wanted to take time off because be with his family, because he just had twins. Yeah, he just had twins when he signed the contract. Vinnie Mac needed them. So Vinnie Mac added some little perks to his contract, and the perks was he get less travel, less time, and you get to beat a record of your choosing. And the best record of his choosing would probably be Hogan's, because you ain't gonna get nowhere near Bruno. That's you can't beat that. Nah. So the closest would be Hogan.
Man, yeah, I don't see a way that you could get to Roman beating Bruno's reign. But I wouldn't have thought we would have been to a point where I think we could realistically have Roman beat Hogan's either. And I think there's an easy path to get there now. And oh God, I almost think it's the path they should take. As much as it pains me to say that, because I still really want Cody to win at Mania. But it may not be the right time.
Look, this face it. He's not going to beat Roman. He's going to beat either Seth or Damian Priest. Everybody needs to stop thinking about it's Roman he's going to beat. It's not going to be Roman. Look, this is what happened in your mind. Let's just say in you and everybody else's mind come Sunday night. Woo-hoo! Pin. He pins Roman. He wins. But oh my God, his foot on the rope. Referee didn't see it. Boom. Restart the match. Booyah. Bam.
You seriously want them to do a dusty finish to WrestleMania? That's the dusty road. That's the dusty finish. You make the crowd think that the babyface won, and the babyface didn't actually win. It's literally that's almost poetic. Damn it, Joe.
My father said when I was younger.
Dude, there's no way they book it that way, right? They're not going to book Mania to have a dusty finish.
Think about it like this. What if your dad was the greatest person in the world, the greatest wrestler ever? Your dad told you everything. Your dad planted you the seeds on how to make the crowd believe you on everything. Your dad taught you every single move, promo, style, how to get everybody's attention. And the one thing he always told you, this is the best way to get everybody to believe that you're about to win. Boom. No. Get foot on the rope. Restart the match. That's all you got to do. You'll still make money. You'll still be the star you is. But you want to get your main focus is to have that crowd's attention and get the crowd worked up. And that's what he's doing. He's following Daddy's footsteps. He's getting the crowd behind him. He's getting all the fans, the fame, that whatever. Just like Daddy did. And Daddy showed him the way, showed him the road. Booyah.
If Cody Rhodes does not defeat Roman Reigns this year at WrestleMania, do you think it becomes a realistic possibility that Cody Rhodes could return to AEW when his WWE contract expires?
I think he will. I think he likes it better. I think he likes the fan. He's not worried about the belt, which he keeps talking about the belt. But I think he likes where he's at in WWE. I don't think he wants to go back to AEW. I think, well, if you watch that little American Nightmare, that little on Peacock, he didn't say exactly what happened, but it sounded like they have a perfect agreement on things in life, so they went their separate ways.
Yeah. And it'd be interesting if he doesn't win. Like, there's a big piece of me that kind of agrees with you that maybe his story isn't about winning; it's about never winning. And I do kind of get it. I kind of wonder now, with so much fan reaction, if they're going to just give it to him to give the fans that feel-good thing at Mania this year, because there's been a lot of feel-bad things in WWE this year, and it may not be the right call to have him beat Roman, because I think there is a story for Roman to surpass Hogan, but I think either way they go, if Roman beats Cody, I'm 100% going to throw a fit when it happens. That's important for me to just clarify for everybody. I'm going to have an absolute episode. But I do think either way they go, I think they can't go wrong, because I think there's story either way. And I would not have said that just a few months ago with the idea of Roman going over at Mania. I would have been unsure if there was something really good we could do with Roman after. And now I know that we have Dwayne. And so there's something really, really good we can do with Roman if he wins or if he loses. And I think that's really important.
What's going to happen? Let's just say Cody does loses again at WrestleMania. And then the night after WrestleMania on Raw, he comes out and he snaps. He snaps on everybody that believed in him for winning. He snaps. And then Seth Rollins comes out, tell him to chill out because he got the belt, and he says he wants to challenge him for the belt and whatnot. And then Cody just snaps on Rollins, gets a chair, just beat him up, just tear him up to pieces, tear him up. And then, boom, table, ladder, boom, whatever. I'm going to.
Do you think we're going to do a double turn?
I think Cody is at the breaking point. I think if he loses, he's going to be at the breaking point. Monday after WrestleMania, he's going to turn on all you lovable fans and be the American Nightmare that he truly is, a nightmare. He's going to come to y'all, get in your face and say, I'm not like my daddy. I'm not the American Dream. I'm the American Nightmare, and I'm tired of you fans always cheering for me since I lost twice in a row. And he's really become a pissed off person, becomes a badass heel. He attacks Seth, challenges Seth that night, and Seth says challenge, and he tears him up, beats that leg up. And when Seth really has to leave, bam, he gets the belt, and he becomes a heel, the devilish heel that he is. And he gets all Monday night, all you diehard Cody fans, boo his ass out the building. Boo him all for the rest of the whole summer. Cody is going to become a heel. He's going to snap. He's tired of losing. He's tired of being everybody's favorite superhero, which he's not a damn John Cena, which he's going to say something like in a nice way like that. And he is going to snap Monday after WrestleMania. If he loses, you see the true American Nightmare, the true devilish heel, the true I'm tired of being mine as my daddy. I want to do this on my own. I'm going to write my own story and forget your story. Mine start today.
So you want them to do a double turn and turn Cody Rhodes into Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Not Hollywood Hogan, the American Nightmare.
But I mean,
yes,
go from being the
goody
white meat cookie cutter baby face to being a dastardly heel.
Exactly.
That's Hogan's heel turn at Bash at the Beach. Huh. Nah, man, you can't make Cody Rhodes a heel, Joe.
That's my.
But if you were gonna do it, I like that idea. You can't make Cody Rhodes a heel, Joe.
I got the pin this time.
He's Cody Rhodes.
I made a pin. He's Cody Rhodes. Look at his track record. He was a good guy back when he came out. Then he came dashing Cody Rhodes with the mask and everything. He was better.
But that was then, man.
If you look,
he can't be a heel now.
Hey, he's tired of losing. He got pissed off. He broke the goody barrier. He wants to be a bad guy.
I don't still, man. I don't know. I feel like we couldn't get there. Man, if you were gonna do it, that's the way to do it. That'd be a great booking. I almost want to end on that. Who's your wrestler of the week? Wrestler of the week brought to you, licorice.com, promo code FWord15, save yourself 15%, get yourself some candy, rare breed coffee, that's in my cup this time of night. You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, you go first, Joe.
All right. Like I told Mark the Master, I don't like the name, but I like the person. The person was good. Went to war, did some battles. I mean, yeah, he got some pretty good moves. I never thought about it. He had, like, damn, he was doing some good ass moves. Shit, I'm like, damn, that person's really good. And so, even though, like I said, I don't like the name, the person I choose for the rest of the week comes from the Undefeated Kingdom, Matt Trevon. There you go. I don't. Yes, that's what I picked. Like I said, I don't like. Like I said, I don't like the name Undefeated Kingdom. So yeah, that's what I picked.
The Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's funny that you went with Matt Taven. We went for the same match. I took
Cool.
Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is my wrestler of the week.
Oh, cool. Okay.
How crazy that we both went for the same match.
I want to really watch this because of me, because I watched all shows that was on this weekend. Out of all the shows, that was like the only match that got my attention.
They did a really good Texas Death Match.
It was really good.
I didn't know what to expect from it, but man, those two did a really good match, and I do agree, Matt Taven, he looked phenomenal. Yeah, his promo afterwards too, very good. I went with Orange Cassidy just because I think they're really showing some layers to that character, and they're trying to, and that character just it's a slow evolution. I don't know that I still don't know that I like his title, but that's a me issue and a nobody else issue, I think.
Yeah. But I can't say this. I do see one wrestler that's gonna be my wrestler of the week. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can say last name right. Yeah. But I do got in mind one wrestler. There's one wrestler I want to be my wrestler of the week.
Who do you want to earn it?
I ain't gonna say it just yet.
Oh, you keeping that one? You gonna play it close to the chest? All right.
I'm gonna keep it hush hush right now because every week I see it. I see him about to break character. See him about to become a star on his own. But right now, I don't think he's ready just yet. But it's coming. It's coming.
I want to end this episode on a question.
All right.
CM Punk said he's out for 6 to 8 months, minimally. When CM Punk returns, so we're looking at probably end of the year, maybe even hold off till Rumble of next year.
You're probably looking at maybe about SummerSlam, no Survivor Series, somewhere around there.
Yeah. They probably, I can't imagine they will hold off until Rumble, unless he doesn't heal up well. So end of the year, maybe sometime around Survivor Series time, maybe a little before. When he returns, does it matter? When he returns from injury now, will CM Punk make an impact in the landscape of WWE? Because The controversy is not going to be surrounding him. He's no longer a buzzword. He's not a trending hashtag. When CM Punk comes back in 8 months, how far behind will he be? How far will the industry have moved forward without him again? Can he make an impact?
Well, he won't get his match with Seth because
Everything indicates he was slated to win the Elimination Chamber. Now it's probably, I would think it would be Drew. I'd like to see it be anyone else in the match but Drew. But where is CM Punk's place when he returns in 8 months?
I say he gonna come. I say he come after Cody because Cody did break his arm. That'd be about it.
Have him come after Cody?
Come after Cody.
I could see it. A lot of it would depend on like where we're at with what stories are going on when it's time for Punk to return. But I don't know, man. I think it'll be interesting to see what he's able to do when he returns in 8 months because I don't know where CM Punk fits into the landscape of WWE without controversy. He's such a polarizing character because wherever he goes, there's controversy. There won't be controversy when he returns in 8 months. It'll just be a guy whose body keeps failing him in the ring, whose best years are certainly behind him, and that he squandered off making B movies and writing shitty comic books that nobody read. I don't know where he's going to fit. I'm curious. I am a fan. But I just kind of wonder where
I think
he fits.
it might sound crazy, but he could be the next Michael Cole.
Man, he would do a great job in commentary.
I'm just saying,
100%.
could be the next.
I think that's the spot for him when he's done. I think he'll get to main event Mania, maybe, or at least night one. And maybe he's maybe got 5 years left in the ring, maybe. But I don't know. I've seen that, like, man, 8 months is a long time. It'll go by quick, but it's a long time to maintain a relevancy when you can't have controversy around you. And his last couple years have just been so much controversy. It's almost like that's what he needs to matter.
They're gonna have him do press conference and everything on the pay-per-views. Like he gonna be on the press conference with Booker T and all them.
Yeah, and that's a good spot to do to keep people aware of him. And eventually, I think that's how you bring him back. Is he's doing one of those things and it ends up in a fight. Create that controversy. So maybe at a kickoff to whatever, you do another big press conference like they did for Mania, for SummerSlam, and Punk and somebody get into a fight. Create controversy around the guy. That's probably how you got to do it. There's got to be a backstage altercation that they work everybody into and do a nice little work shoot with him and someone, maybe him and Cody, to create some controversy and some static. And maybe that's SummerSlam. Him and Cody at SummerSlam. And you do it with some controversy that happens backstage. You're welcome, WWE. I just wrote your Summer of Punk. Well, with that, Joe, I think that is all the energy I have. I am still nursing this coffee after 7 o'clock at night. Right? Don't forget, everyone, this weekend, coming up, we got the Coffee Chamber, 5 a.m., Elimination Chamber here on the East Coast. We'll be up. We'll be watching right along with you.
I'll go need some of that coffee that day. So just drop it in the mail.
Rare Breed
Okay, that'd be great.
Coffee. It'll be on its way, Joe. Tomorrow night, we got Dwayne Crespo, number 2 ranked Power Slap heavyweight. We got some more interviews lined up over the next couple weeks. Pay attention to follow us on Instagram. Catch those announcements. Got some more BKFC guys, some more Power Slap guys. We'll see who else we can get on the show. Joe, what do you got for the people before we're out? Anything?
Anything. Okay. I got a special message from my good old dad. My dad wants everybody to know, if you ever watch the 3 hours of Raw and the first hour of Raw don't catch your attention, turn the show off. It's not going to be good.
Wow. Your dad's got to get hooked out the gate?
He's not a fan of. I told him this is how it happens on Raw. When it gets to Mania, it don't catches his vibe. He's not a fan of it. So I said, don't worry about it. Just wait till like another 3 weeks. You'll get the vibe of Raw. But right now, it's like dead. He wasn't a fan of it. So yeah, that's.
I get it, man. Raw is a chore to get through sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah.
So, 3 hours of anything's a long time.
Yes, and last but not least, he said, if the second hour don't get you, I ain't staying up past for the third hour because it ain't worth my time.
I get that.
Yeah.
Well, with that, everyone, we thank you for joining us live on Instagram. You're on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble. Thank you for joining us there. Make sure you're subscribed, following, doing whatever it is you got to do. Notification bells, like, comment, share, all the shit you're supposed to do. You guys know how this works by now. We got the question, could Cody be a heel? Could he go the way of Hollywood Hogan? Biggest baby face to the biggest heel in the business. Joe gave us his way he'd book it. Could it work? Let us know. Thank you for joining me, Joe. I will be talking to you. And everyone, Coffee Chamber, along with the Elimination Chamber, next weekend. Check your local listings. We're out.
All right.